Hi there, my name is Jairang and this is my submission for the Chainlink Hackathon 2021. The name of my project is Tricetra. In short, it is a personal NFT marketing bot service, meaning let's just assume that you are in one of your favorite spots over your home and over a weekend you have just developed a new artwork and you want to deploy it on either Rarible or on OpenSea and hopefully want someone to buy that NFT, yes? But since you are a new NFT artist, you're not having probably that much fan following at as everybody does on the usual NFT marketplaces, right? So what this bot will do is it will give you a free audience, meaning that it will tokenize a tweet which will be having information about your NFT art and it will showcase it to the worldwide audience over Twitter, meaning that you will be able to target more audience over a very less period of time through these tweets. Why? Well, there has been a recent hype created on Twitter which is attracting more and more users to buy and sell NFTs on it. Let me get you a brief introduction about the user flow journey of the front end that I have developed so far, which when integrated with the backend code, which I'll be giving a demo later on, will be giving a perfect overview about how this project works. So let me get you to the front end of how it will work. So this is basically the landing page of the Tricetra. Whenever you click here, you will be either prompted to go to your dashboard or to add your new NFT. For now, let me go to my dashboard. This will be the basic outlook of how my dashboard will look like, and it will be having all of the NFTs that I have either deployed yet or have just recently deployed. Call it on OpenSea or on Rarible. Pressing on the first NFT, you will be able to see a brief introduction about that specific NFT. The IPFS link opens as well as Etherscan links to that specific NFT and a brief description about it. You see, this number that you are seeing right here is basically VRF, a verifiable random function called by Chainlink's API that will generate a specific random number that will be associated with the NFT to make sure to validate that specific NFT belongs to you. Going further on, let's just say that you want to add a new NFT and then tokenize it. Pressing on adding new NFT, you will be prompted to enter the token ID, the IPFS link to that specific NFT art, as well as the asset contact address of that specific NFT. The moment you press on submit button, Python, tons of Python scripts, I would say, will iterate over the process and it will tokenize your tweet. Now, let me give a brief demo about how that will look like. Yeah, so this is basically what I've made so far for this project, right? So going a bit ahead, let me just clear out the terminal, create a new one. Yeah, there I go. So this is basically the most basic functionality, the most main master script I would say that will iterate throughout the entire bot and it will generate different kind of functionalities and use it as a utility to serve the purpose. Now, let me just give it a quick run. But before you run, you have to make sure that you go through these two specific commands. That is, first of all, you have to go to the chainlink scripts folder that will be having the most of the master Python scripts that are needed to run this entire project. And then I'll be running my twitterbot.python file. Yep, everything seems fine and working. Now let me give a quick demo about how it will work. You see, I have provided here a bit view about how either OpenSea or the Raribles NFT will work. Now let's just say that I am having one of my NFT currently deployed on OpenSea and I want to tokenize it through my tweet. So let me just copy paste this tweet illustration and write it here. The moment I hit tweet, you see in the backend this process will be getting that okay, this kind of new NFT is being here and this is the token address to it, and now I want to generate a tweet. This will be again followed by generating a specific tweet. Here you can see that this tweet has been generated. So far here you have to enter the tweet, right? So the front end when integrated with the backend through a database will iterate this process and it will directly fetch you the resulting tweet, which is this right here. Now, let's just say that you are not having your OpenSea. Instead, you are having maybe a Rarible NFT. So you can just go over here and just for the prototyping purpose, I've created this Rarible API that will fetch a specific Rarible. You see, going over here, it will again say that okay, there has been a Rarible NFT art that has currently been showing here, and now I have to deploy it as a tokenized tweet. Going a bit ahead, when I click over it, yeah, you see there has been already Hall of Fame. we have maintained it another NFT since it is not having any owners as it is kind of a Govan testnet deployed NFT artwork. But if I want to click here and check whether it is an original art or not, let's check that out. It's taking a bit time to load, but yeah, uh, yep, you see, specific IPFS link has been opened to see that specific NFT artwork. Besides this, I have even added VRF's functionality to get a different kind of giveaways. So let's just say that you are currently, having a Twitter giveaway, like you are having a thread on which multiple users are retweeting and liking it, and you want to select randomly maybe 10 different giveaway winners and want to declare it. Using the VRF API from Chainlink, I've done that. How? Let me give you a quick introduction on it. Yeah. So having this tweet, hey Tricetra, but this specific thread, this is just a random thread from Naruto toys that I have selected, which is having approximate 8,000 retweets and so following likes. That is enough to create a good database amount, scrap the names, and then just iterate throughout the randomness. Now, calling about this randomness, I have created an algorithm that will iterate through the specific VRF followed by this tweet ID, and it will generate 10 specific giveaway winners. That is, it will generate 10 different IDs from the VRF, calling it and validating it that yes, this specific winners are random. Cool idea, isn't it? Let me just give it a tweet and see if it works or not. Yeah, you see, going here, you can see that now what I've done here is it will iterate through the brownie scripts. It will first deploy the VRF function, as you can see it over here. Done. Now it will wait until the VRF coordinator sends a request to say that yes, the smart contract specific has been deployed, and now we can go to the deploying the next specific smart contract. As you can see that there is a deploy dot underscore vrf dot python file, which is the brownie script to deploy the VRF function has already been created. You can skip a video to a few minutes because it will take a bit time to deploy, to read the random function, to validate it, and then give the random users name, which are the giveaway winners of that specific thread. As you can see, the dep underscore vrf.python file has already been deployed, and there has been a request sent from the VRF coordinator that yes, we can now go on the next step. So next, as you can see that the contract will be funded by a few specific link tokens in order to iterate to request the random function and finally get one. You see the fund VRF has also been validated and now it will move to requesting for the random number. Yep, now it is requesting a randomness for the function and then it will read the random number from the VRF coordinator. Finally, as we can see that our request randomness function has been approved by the VRF coordinator and then it will give us the random function and it will then generate the random number. As you can see that there has been a random number that is currently being generated right here and based on this number there are 10 different giveaway winners that are already declared on the specific tweet. Let me just go over to that thread and see if there is anything updated. Yep, you see this is the name of the winners and as such I've even added the functionality wherein it will directly DM these specific 10 users in this thread mention that hey there you just want to give away of this specific thread and here is the following steps how you can access your specific item that you are giving as the giveaway. So you see, this is the entire project I've built so far, and I currently am looking to have a serverless decentralized database that will hold my front end and that will inject the backend scripts to run throughout the entire process. Thank you so much for having a look at my project and see you. Happy hacking.